is up, Raidernation? It's your boy Smorty back at it again with another pre-game preview. And on today's video, I got our Las Vegas Raiders versus the Tennessee Titans. Yes, both of our teams are 0-2, but don't get it twisted. We finna go to Tennessee, whoop that candy ass, come right back to Allegiant Stadium 1-2 as we whoop the donkeys over here. But you know what? We'll worry about that next week. This week, we need to go to Tennessee and just win, baby. Because I know for a fact that the Raider Nation is tired of losing, especially last week. We should never lost last week's game, but you know what? That's besides the point. We head over to Music City. And real quick, I do got a quick song for you Tennessee Titans out there. We finna whoop that ass real fast. Last week, Henry got smacked. I didn't forget about that. But y'all really gonna pay for giving my cousin away. I know we did too, but that's beside the point. Kinda forgot what else I was gonna say. So, sponsors, take it away. Oh shoot. Hello, my name is Sam Owens, and I want to let you guys know about the sponsor of this video, Woodson Bourbon Whiskey. If you guys are looking for some whiskey to sip on during game days, at home, at the games, at the tailgate, then look no further than Woodson Bourbon Whiskey. Head over to woodsonwhiskey.com to find a bottle near you or have it shipped directly to your door. So, Woodson Bourbon Whiskey. If it isn't your game day whiskey, it is now. Why the hell are you still looking at the camera? Is that it? Yeah, you should be good. Get your candy ass out of there. Oh, okay.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
Our winless Las Vegas Raiders are heading to Tennessee to face the winless Titans. This is gonna be a huge game for both teams, especially teams that are looking to get their first win. These are two teams that many people didn't think would start off the season 0-2, but they did. The Raiders are coming off of a brutal loss against the Cardinals in which they were up 20-0 at half. This is a team with a lot of expectations after adding guys like Devontae Adams and Chandler Jones. And even after having a tough loss, there's expectations that the Raiders should be able to win this game. But all of that falls on the shoulders of Josh McDaniels and Derek Carr. So we'll see how they respond this week in Tennessee. The Titans, on the other hand, are a team that surprisingly lost to the Giants in week 1 and then got their asses handed to them on a silver platter week 2 in Buffalo. After Derrick Henry got in week 1 versus the Giants, he hasn't looked the same. Last week, struggling to get even more than 25 yards on the ground. Now, even though the Carr and Adams connection has been rocky to start off the season, they should be able to have a much more favorable matchup versus the Titans secondary. Let's just hope that they can execute and finish this game in the win column. Both teams have had their struggles in the first 2 weeks, so we'll see who wants it more this week in Tennessee.
Then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
Now for my matchup of the game, I got Derrick Henry versus the Raiders defensive line. Like I've said before, Henry has not looked the same in the first 2 weeks, which is why I felt like they are struggling to get in the win column. This is gonna be a huge test for our Raiders run defense, especially on the defensive line. For the most part, our defense has been able to hold up well against the run. In week 1 versus the Chargers, we gave up a total of 76 rushing yards, and last week, even though we gave up 143 yards on the ground, most of that came at the end of the second half when our defense was tired. But I do expect Big Time Hank, Bilal Nichols, Max Crosby, and Chandler Jones to hold up in the trenches. Again, that is no excuse, but knowing the Titans offense runs through Derrick Henry, if we can find a way to slow him down throughout the game, we should be okay. As long as no one on our defense gets sent into the shadow realm. Because once Henry does get going, then it's going to be a long day for our Raiders defense.
Knock on wood if you have that message, please. And we're here to help you.
players to watch in this game. The number one person, I'm gonna say it again, is gonna be our quarterback, Derek freaking Carr. This is a guy that I'm expecting to lead this team to victory, and even though he did not throw any interception last week against the Cardinals, he's still gonna be the guy that we all expect to go out there and lead this team to get that W. And last week when we were up by 20 points in the second half, we did not do shit with this offense. We just kept going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Though Derek Carr threw for 252 yards and 2 touchdowns, most of those stats were in the first half. In the second half, he only threw what, under 50 yards total, only targeted Devontae Adams once in the whole second half, and not to mention he did not score any touchdowns down the field. I don't know what's going on with this team, what's going on with the quarterback. I know that Derek Carr can get the job done, but he's just got to go out there and execute and make plays out there. I like the fact that I seen him use his feet just a bit. He scrambled one time, I believe so, for a first down. So that's what I want to see from Derek Carr. Overall, I just want to see this team win, and it all starts up top with our quarterback, Derek Dallas Carr. The second player to watch in this game is none other than our running back, Josh Jacobs. This is a guy that was running wild all over the Cardinals defense in the first half of last week's game. I don't know what happened in the second half. I felt like Josh McDaniels shied away from running the ball down their throat because, you know, what we did in the first half really opened up the pass game for Derek Carr and the rest of this offense. I don't understand why this Raiders team did not do that in the second half. And even in overtime, when we could have definitely used a couple of yardage just to get into field goal range, to kick the field goal, to win it in overtime, we passed the ball. Hunter Renfrow fumbles the ball, and we end up losing this game. So I want to see Josh McDaniels call up some plays, pound the rock down the Titans' throats. We definitely need to control this whole game on the ground. So if we can feed Josh Jacobs and let him do his thing out there, it'll do wonders for the rest of this offense. Last week, Josh Jacobs had 19 carries for 69 yards and averaged 3.6 yards per carry. This is the guy that you want going out there helping this offense out. There should be no reason why we should not be feeding this guy the ball. So hopefully this team can learn from their mistakes last week and keep giving Josh Jacobs the rock, because if he does, he helps us move down the field, we score points, we win games, and at the end of the day, that's all we want as Raider fans. Now, the last person to watch in this game is none other than our new veteran free agent that we've signed this offseason, Chandler Jones. Now, I know that there's a lot of Raider fans out there that are really frustrated with Chandler Jones, especially after these first 2 games, because in these first 2 games, he has 0 sacks. Now, I know sacks doesn't mean everything in the game, but just watching these games with the eye test, I don't feel his presence on the defensive side of the ball. I don't care what kind of film you guys be watching. I don't care what kind of stats you throw out there. I don't feel Chandler Jones out there making an impact. You see Max Crosby out there, even though he doesn't get all the sacks out there, you could definitely feel his presence out there on the defensive side of the ball. That's what we expect from Chandler Jones, because we paid him all the money to come over here and replace Yannick Ngakoue. I'm not saying that he's a waste of a pickup in the offseason. I'm just saying we're expecting more out of him, and I want to see him out there against the Tennessee Titans. Whether they have Ryan Tannehill or even Malik Willis out there playing quarterback, I want to see Chandler Jones get up in their faces, pressure the quarterback, get a couple of sacks, and make a lot of plays on the defensive side of the ball. Is that too much to ask for? So with that said, Raider Nation, those are my 3 key players to watch in this game. Is there another player that you guys will be keeping your eye on? Also, what is your game score prediction? Hopefully you guys have the Raiders winning, because my goodness, we definitely need a W moving forward, especially against the Broncos next week. This is the battle between 2 teams that are 0-2. So who wants it more? Hopefully it's us, because we can't stand another loss. Come on, Oos. Alright, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to smack that like button like we fun to smack the Tennessee Titans this weekend. Also, if this is the very first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this is your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is
Started off in Oakland, now we here. Thought that we was done, we just hit another gear. Look, started off in Oakland, now we here. Hey, pull up with the nation in the silver black gear. Look, 4 games straight, we in the